Okay, I think we're about a minute past the hour here, so we're just going to get started, and there'll be more of our partners joining. First of all, wanted to welcome everyone to our AI forum meeting. Well, it's truly a global event now. We have teams from the U.S., Asia, and Europe. So really thank everyone in especially in Europe, but it's late in the in Europe and Asia. It's late uh, in the office hours and joining this AI forum meeting. So we'll keep it short, and we thank you for taking the time here to join us. And before we get started, I'd like to introduce a new member in our marketing department, Gail Pfister. And Gail is based in Taiwan, and she'll be moderating for this particular AI forum session. So I'm going to hand it off to Gail. By the way, I'm Paul Sun, president for IronYun. Again, thanks to our partners for joining on this call. We have some really exciting new product announcements, and Nathan Bank will be doing the testing, showing you the new product and features as we go forward. And feel free to just type out in the chat box if you have any questions. And after the session, Gail will turn on the mic, so you can also have an opportunity to ask questions live also. Okay, so Gail.
Great. Yeah, thank you so much, Paul, for the introduction. Good morning, everyone, or afternoon, wherever you are. My name is Gael, and like Paul said, I just joined a couple weeks ago. I'm on the marketing team here at IronYun, and I'm really excited to be here, especially tonight, because we've got a lot of partners, and I'm really excited to meet all of you. And you guys are basically all around the world, so I know that we have some members from Europe in the audience. Welcome. And I know that the head of our European division is here with us today. John, if you'd like to say some words or just say hi.
It's nice to have everybody in here. And we have a lot of new features in our new release 5.30. So I hope you enjoy the ride, and you can contact me after the session if there are any questions and answers. So let's go, Gail.
Great, thank you. So just as we go through this presentation today, just want to remind everyone to please use the chat box if you have any questions. There will be a Q&A session at the end of the presentation, and we welcome any questions from the audience. We will let you guys have a chance to speak, so there will be a back and forth afterwards. So Nathan, please take it away.
Thank you for the introduction. There we go. It's nice and early. And John, you as well, and Paul, of course, you as well. Thank you to all of our partners for being here. We have a lot to show you. A lot has happened since our last release just 2 months ago, and a lot more to come 2 months from now. So let's show you the latest with the 5.3. So we have quite a few new features here. We have our video search with focus track. We have our facial recognition with our anti-spoof detection and emotion detection. We have gobs of new privacy protections, and we also have the industry's first fist fight detection. All right, to start it off, we have market leading integrations. We have new integrations, as you can see here, up on the top row. Access, communications, we have Salient, got even deeper. Ocularis and Digifort have just rolled out. So if this is your preferred VMS, we're happy to hear that. You can now link our systems together and enjoy the benefits of both of these brands. Okay, and something not on that list is a new hardware line, a new software in it as well. This is our Video AI Vision Edge Gateway. This is we have new software on the edge, and we have a new powerful edge device. Our previous edge server, it's about double the power of that one. So you could imagine you could turn any camera into a smart camera with this gateway device. This gateway device syncs with every single VMS you saw on that list. It works with every single IP camera out there. And you could, any analytic we have to offer, you could turn it on a standard IP camera. There's over 500 million IP cameras out there deployed in the world. No need to rip and replace. You just plug this into the network and turn on your favorite analytic, and you'll get that streaming right to our device and in sync with your preferred VMS as well. And this is fully integrated with alarm monitoring software. If you are a central station, if you're working with SureView, for example, you could have this on the network. You could filter for true alerts only. You could ignore all of the false alerts from previous analytics, the motion alerts from bugs or animals or light or weather. You could eat all those false alerts, if you will, and then just send the true ones to the monitoring station. So really easy to deploy this on existing infrastructure. There's an existing VMS there, existing cameras, existing access control. You simply just plug this into the network. It knows all of your cameras are there. You choose the ones you want to run through, and you're good to go. This doesn't mess with your current setup at all. It just enhances that infrastructure. So really excited about this feature. It's been a big hit for all those testing it in beta, and now it's here for prime time, and we're really eager for everyone to get their hands on it. Okay. Now back to the software enhancements. We have a brand new addition to our video search line. Our video search, this was the first analytic we developed, and it's continuing, just like all of our analytics, to improve over time and evolve. We have a new tag and track feature with video search. In this feature, on a single camera, you could drill down a single region of interest and get particulars in that area. You could think of this as our next synopsis, if you will, and you could just get more specific searches instead of the whole camera field of view. So let me kind of show what this means. I'm here in the demo account, and I'm searching for just vehicle. And you can see here, it's bringing up over 80,000 results in about 3 seconds. And let's just click into this. This is Chicago here in the Midwest. And we'll say region of interest. This is a large scene. There's, a lot of different places you could go here. There's dozens of gates along the exterior of this stadium. There's streets, there's multiple sidewalks, there's parking lanes, there's pedestrian walkways. And maybe it's this scene that you're looking for. You're looking for a person or a vehicle. But this is too much to filter through. Even if you're just pinning down this one camera, we give you this new focus tool where you could draw a region of interest in a zone. Bring this in a little bit. Let's say over here in the fire hazard, you could run this as your new zone and run a search here. And now you can see in this new zone, it's bringing up every time there's a vehicle parked in this zone. And it drills down from 80,000 results down to 3,000 results. And let's say you're looking for a person in that zone. It's really simple. You can see here's the region of interest, and there's just somebody's head in that zone, and it knows this is what you asked it, so it's going to deliver what you're asking for. It says this is a person in that zone. Here you go. Again, the fastest forensic tool, 1.4 seconds, and it drilled down 80,000 results down to 358 results. So incredibly convenient. If you're locked on a scene and you want to look at a cabinet or a specific area and you just want to see if somebody's hand was there, you just draw a region of interest and you just focus down even more. And coming up next, just a little teaser for everyone. We call this the tag and track. So it's really easy to focus and see what you're looking for. Coming in January, we do have another addition to this, where then you could pick the object in that scene and you could see across multiple cameras where that person has been, and then track them in real time. We work with our PTZ camera partners to enable their cameras to track that in real time, and then to track and see where that object has been across other cameras. So obviously this person wasn't always in this frame. You could go ahead and see which angle they came from the other cameras on the system just by drilling down on that particular object. So right now we have drilled down to that zone, and stay tuned. We'll have specific object tracking as well. Okay, let me pop back in here. All right, this is just the first one. We got quite a few more. This is jam-packed. So we have anti-spoofing, facial recognition. We've partnered with 3D cameras, and in particular Himax here, to develop anti-spoofing facial recognition. One of a very large customer wanted to make sure just an extra layer of security that there wasn't a photo or a fake credential presented. And using this camera, we can now verify that it is a real face using 3D, just to add another level of security. Here.
Let me throw in a quick question here, Nathan.
Yeah.
Are there any caveats for partners deploying spoofing, like any specific requirements?
Oh, yes. So with this spoofing in particular, the feature is 3D cameras, and we're always leading the way with groundbreaking analytics. So if you're playing with 3D cameras, or if you have a vendor, we recommend Himax. We could get you in touch with them, get you the proper hardware to give you this advanced feature. Okay, I'm gonna
Awesome. Thank you.
ahead. Oh, was there another one?
No, just saying thank you.
Okay, great. And then we also have another industry first, fist fight detection. And this is available for all of our customers right now. We kind of consider this in beta at the moment for the next 6 months. So if you do want to play with this, let us know. We'll get it out to you. No problem whatsoever, no cost. We're eager for the feedback. We're eager to see how it's performing. We're eager to improve our data. Again, this is an industry first. We did have a large stadium customer, one of the largest NFL teams, require this for their stadiums and the crowds. People are back face to face now here in America, and things get tense, and we want to make sure we're keeping everyone safe from themselves. And we have the fist fight detection deployed on those cameras. So the customer asked, and this is something I really want to drill down with our partners, is if your customer asks you for anything under the sun, something you've never heard of, like fist fight detection, this just seems unbelievable. It seems like it's out of a CSI crime show, unbelievable movie magic here. But personally, I didn't believe it myself, but the customer brought it to the engineering team, and the engineering team took it on, and just a short while later, we do have fist fight detection, and we're able to satisfy our partner's customer and make everyone happy and move on to the next one. So really eager to hear everyone's feedback on this. We think this could be really powerful deployed in the real world. Okay, on to the next one. We've enhanced our privacy protection even further. You could go and blur out the entire body, the entire person in question as the alerts are coming through. So if you're in an alarm monitoring situation, the operators don't see the details of that person. The AI is analyzing it, it's blurring that person, and it's sending that alert. That operator is getting all of the information they need to do the standard operating procedure and call the police, call the owner of that facility, dispatch security. They have all of the indicators that they need while still having all of the privacy of the person on the other side, keeping the organization, the monitoring station yourself, compliant with the ever-changing world of privacy protection. So we take this very seriously. I think from the hardware, software standpoint, this is one of the most secure products on the market. And it's one of the most private as well. Okay. And let me jump ahead here. And just a quick note on this, we are leading the frontier on the cloud developments. Our product is ready. It could go in your favorite cloud provider in a private cloud. It could go in Amazon, Google, Oracle, Azure, you name it. We do have the cloud options ready for you. They've been fully deployed. And yeah, we're eager to take on more of those projects. So if you have a customer requesting this, please let us know and we'll make sure to take care of you. And that was a lot to get through, but we're here and we want to take all of your questions and answers. This is usually the longest part, so feel free to bring them in and we'll jump around and make sure we satisfy everyone's answers.
All right, thank you so much, Nathan, for that. I am on the chat. I don't see any questions right now, but I do have one myself. I was wondering, so for the fight detection specifically, I know we've mentioned stadiums being one of the use cases. What are other applications of this AI analytic that you envision in the future?
Absolutely. Anywhere where this is a concern, this could be at the playground, this could be at a stadium, this could be out at a dangerous parking lot. If there's an incident where this is occurring, you could ignore everything else and get an alert when there's actually a fight taking place. So if you'll know the customers that are needing this, and we have an answer for them.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking particularly schools for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, so this is your time. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat. We'll be happy to answer them. We've got about 23 participants tonight, so don't be shy. We'll be happy to answer them. We will let you speak as well if you prefer to just do it that way. Okay, so we've got one question from John. How many AI functions can run on a VSA 50? Great question.
That's an excellent question. So the new Edge software and the new Gateway product, if you're familiar with our previous offering of the 30 and the 50, you can imagine all of those have doubled now. So with the intrusion, it went from 2 to 4. LPR has doubled as well. Every single thing has at least doubled, and we think we could get more horsepower out of that. But from what we've tested and vetted, everything's at least double.
Okay, we've got a couple more questions coming in. From Ron. Thank you for asking. Are you dropping the IronYun name for video?
No, never. No. IronYun and AI CUDA, respectively. IronYun in the Americas and Asia, and AI CUDA throughout Europe. That is the name of our companies. IronYun is the company, and Video is the product. So when we see Video, think visual AI. This is our visual AI product. Great
Awesome.
question, though.
Thank you, Ron. Another question from Frank. Is the Edge Gateway usable with more than one camera?
Yes, absolutely. So our previous Edge device, it was limited to just a handful of cameras, just 1 or 2, depending on the analytic. But our new Gateway, you could have 4 or 5 cameras running with no problem whatsoever, depending on the analytic. But for an alarm monitoring situation, looking for intrusion detection, you could get 5 cameras, no problem. But the beauty is, on the lower side, like all of our software, it's simply a la carte. You only pay for what you want. We're not making you pay for features you are not using. So if you wanted our smallest gateway box and you wanted to put 1 analytic on that for 1 camera, or a couple analytics just for one camera, you could absolutely do so.
Great. I don't see any more questions coming in. We'll give everybody a few more minutes. Oh, okay. Ron had another question. Are the hardware requirements similar to, say, BriefCam?
Great question. From what I've seen in my experience, I would say our product is very lean, very light, and less resource intensive than other competitors. So similar hardware that exists in the world, but I think we make more bang for your buck, if you will.
All right, and another question from Jawanza. Can fist fight analysis be adapted to find firearms? Oh, good question.
Oh, great question. Yes, Jawanza. We actually we developed about 7 years ago for the Homeland Security in the United States. We developed weapon detection. So we do have an accurate handgun, rifle, and knife detection. And we do have a gunshot detection as well. So, and with all of our analytics, yes, you could couple them together. You can have every single analytic that we offer on one single 2 megapixel camera if you wanted to. So you could couple firearms and fist fight. They both are live. They both are active, and that'd be a great use.
So just to throw another question in for that. So those two are two separate analytics running on separate, as separate softwares.
Exactly. They're both separate engines, but you could stack as many of those as you want on a single stream.
Great, awesome. Okay, another question from Ron. Are you doing face mask detection as well as distance maintaining between people?
Absolutely, yes. We could do face mask detection, just general PPE, the hard hats and safety vests, but also the face mask. We could tell if it's on or off. We could couple that with facial recognition. You could wear a face mask and still get an accurate read with our facial recognition. And then we do have distancing detection between people. If they're too close, a social distancing, I think that's what you're getting at. And then also, we do have the occupancy for buildings or rooms, and you can do occupancy against multiple doors to get the true occupancy of that building. And it's not your everyday line crossing. We're understanding the demographics and the foot traffic that's going over that line. We know that there's a 40-year-old woman and a toddler coming in and out. We're not getting miscounts from backpacks and wheelchairs. Our system understands what a wheelchair is and what a backpack is, and it won't give you false counts there. So we have a whole suite of COVID analytics, if that's what you're looking for, even temperature included, one of the fastest on the market, and we could happy to share that with you.
That's right. Yeah, we did not mention tonight actually a few of our other analytics. So if you have any questions on those, feel free to ask away. All right, another question from Ron. Can you load pictures into the software to look for certain people who may be blacklisted?
Great question. Yes. So you can think about the facial recognition in a couple different parts. One, there's the search feature. You could, just like Google, search for any face or identifiers, gender, age. And then the real-time piece, there's two separate portions. There's, you could call it the blacklisted or the whitelisted VIP, let's say. One can open up doors or give access or notify staff. The blacklisted, you could absolutely have that going in real time, where if somebody is in front of a camera where they shouldn't be, you could notify the staff, you can notify alarms or noises or lights, email, text people, and then track that person in real time on your indoor map or on Google Maps. You can see it popping up on the cameras where that targeted person is in real time. And it happens, yeah, within 3 seconds.
Great. Thanks so much for your questions, Ron. Another question from John. Are you having audio analytics?
Okay, great question. And this kind of loops back to the video question, video being our visual analytics. Little teaser, audio analytics are also on their way. They've been in the works, And I don't want to say too much out of turn, but yes, audio analytics are certainly on their way.
It's on the roadmap.
Stay tuned.
All right, this is your last chance. Oh, okay. Will you be offering some type of mobile app from Ron?
Oh, great questions. Yeah, so we do offer 2 different mobile apps at the moment. Our mobile app, the standard one, the Video, is the condensed version of your server. So it's just an easy way to receive alerts and to search through your history there. It's a condensed version of the web browser. And then we have a separate app called the Video Cam app. And this turns your iPhone or Android into a camera on your security system. So in real time, you could run license plate reader and facial recognition on your iPhone. And you could say your iPhone, you could have it on your dashboard, you could drive around, it could tag vehicles, and in real time on your cell phone display if those vehicles are on a certain list or unauthorized to be there, and give you detailers about that vehicle. And of course, this ties into your favorite VMS and could do certain triggers from there as well. So we do have 2 mobile apps available.
Awesome. And I'm just thinking that might be a great topic for a future webinar, future AI forum.
It could absolutely be a webinar all by itself.
Great. I don't see any more questions coming in. We'll give everyone a few more minutes. We're just about half an hour. Yeah, thank you everyone for chiming in. Great questions today. Thank you, Ron. All right, we still got over 20 participants. If anybody else has any questions they can think of, or if you would like to speak, we can definitely allow you to use your audio.
Yeah, it'd be great to hear from someone.
Okay, what is, Melody has a question. What is the ADI offering? Oh, I think this is something in the US, right? Specific to the US.
Yeah, ADI is one of our global distribution partners. And every single thing we have to offer, ADI helps us in most of our regions, and it's available. Every single thing we have is available from our trusted partners at ADI. So run down there and go pick one up for yourself.
And I believe you can buy that both in store now, but also online. So if it's not at your local store, always check back in the ADI website online and purchase there.
Absolutely.
Is ADI our only USA distributor?
Oh, no, we also work with Annixter, and we are a proud member of the PSA networks as well.
Uh, 10 ADIs are only current resellers.
Oh, we are stocked on the shelves of 10 Metro ADIs.
Okay.
Great point.
Nate, this is Gordon.
Oh, hello, Gordon.
How
What a
are you?
treat.
Good job. Good job, by the way. Hey, you know,
Thanks for being here.
might be a good idea to send out a list of where the VSA 50s are in stock at ADI. Because, for example, I know Ron's up in the Northeast, so it'd be good for him to know, you know, where the product exists, because it's not in every branch, right?
That's right. Yeah, it's sold with every branch, of course, but it is stocked on the shelves of 10 Metro branches that you mentioned. So we will send out that list. I think that's a wonderful idea. And Ron, you could go to the nearest one around you. There shouldn't be one too far that's stalking it, and they'll take care of you there if you want to see it face to face.
All right, and final question from Jawanza. Jawanza is interested if we have any distributors in the Caribbean.
Absolutely, yeah. Our distribution partners cater there, and we also have Tech BTC in Miami that helps with Latin America and the Caribbeans as well. There's quite a few options if you're looking to purchase in the Caribbeans. Please reach out and we will take care of you.
And I believe Annixter is also in Latin America.
Perfect.
If I'm not correct. All right, so if we have no more questions tonight, thank you so much, Nathan, for presenting, and thank you for everyone's participation today and asking so many questions. I hope you learned a lot. Check back in a month or two for our next AI Friday forum.